Welcome back. Here's some welcoming news for some students. School is almost over. Or is over, excuse me, or almost for many kids in our area. That means taking a break from all the demands of school and learning.
That's right. My kids are out of school this week. It also means kids could spend more time in front of digital screens. Always a tough battle for parents. There are ways for you to monitor and limit your child's screen time during summer break. Let's bring in Shelly Palmer, professor of advanced media in residence at the Newhouse School. He joins us now to tell us more. And Shelly, can we not just tell kids to go outside, stay out there until the street lights come on and come home when mama's ringing the dinner bell? Can we not just tell that to kids anymore?
Good morning, Shelly.
I think you can definitely tell that to every child. The question is, will they listen while they're outside, or are they going to be just online the entire time with their friends? That's the big question.
And almost surely they have to have options. I mean, if you're a parent, you know your kid probably has, a Nintendo Switch or an iPad or something like that. So you sort of have to make a plan with them as opposed to dictating it to them. I've always found that that's a better option.
There's no question about it. Look, there are parental controls both natively in iOS, and it's called digital well-being for an Android device. And we've gone over these before. You can set a thing called downtime, which shuts the device off until a certain time. You can set apps to be always on in parental control. You can also restrict apps. We're not talking about monitoring. We're talking about just setting time limits, true time limits. And this can be a conversation with you and your kid. I actually think that is a very, very tough battle because it puts a friction point at every single time. You set it up so that you only have 2 hours of screen time, and then your child is going to come up to you and go, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, hey, whoever you are to me, come on, I need more time. Give me a password." And it's like every single time there's a friction point. I think a better approach is to, as you described, Dan, to have a conversation with your child. But then there are some apps that are really constructive and really important that you can use with your child together, and you can both build skills. One of my favorites for this is a thing called Greenlight. And I'm not particularly pushing this app, but I love what it does. It's a financial responsibility app for kids that comes with a debit card. And you and your child get to talk about what it is to be financially responsible. What is it to save money? How do you do automatic passbook savings, or how do you do automatic savings? How do you do reinvestment? What is a debit card? How do you spend money? If you've got chores to do in the house, you can pay an allowance online. So it is an app. There's a lot of learning to be had. There's also some real value and benefit because you're getting paid and you're investing your money and you're learning all about the financial system. So these are the kinds of things you can do with your kids that are incredibly constructive. By the way, like the old saying goes, want to do blank? There's an app for that. Whether it's drawing or painting or building or any kind of construction, any kind of hobby, any kind of sport, there's guaranteed to be a wide range of wonderful apps you and your kids can use together. So the idea of just sending them off with no plan whatsoever, say, go, the equivalent, Dan, is saying, hey, go outside and play, or go online and play. No.
That's over.
Why don't you set up some stuff?
Yeah, no more of that. All right, Shelly, I love all that, but that's good in the household. What about when you send your kid out, right? They're visiting cousins, they're visiting their grandparents. Everyone needs to be on board, right? Can you talk about that plan?
So I think this is the most important part. You have to have a parenting plan, and it does take the whole family. There's no question about it. There can't be, oh, I'm going to Uncle John's, and Uncle John doesn't care what you do online. He's the, quote, good uncle. Everybody has to get together. This is a very dangerous place, the internet, and it has been for a long time, maybe more so now than ever, between things that the kids do to each other, straight bullying, but then there's a lot of stuff on the internet that is not appropriate for every single child. So yes, get the family together. And the way I used to tell this story is, when you taught your kid to cross the street, did you teach them once? No, you grab their hand until they're adults and say, look both ways, walk across the street. This is that dangerous. Let's treat it that way.
Absolutely,
Always
Shelly.
Good advice, Shelly. We got our eye on you, Uncle John. All right, we got your eye on you. Don't give the kid too much iPad time.
Shelly, you were fabulous. I hope parents out there take that advice. I hope they wrote it down. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
We'll see you next time.
You as well.